live, y'all. I'm live, 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 lovey, lovey, live. I'm lovey, livey, live. Straighten that out for y'all, man. I'm livy, loopy, live. I'm loopy, livy, live. All right, now we out. Yeah. We out of there. We out of this. Let's go. Plan A. Forget him. Forget him. I wanna see. Hey, I'm live. Yo, what the heck, yo? I'm live. I'm not a lie. I'm live. Oh, we out here. 350, things like 175 for each tire. I want all terrain, God. Yeah. Sorry, but you didn't pass the test, pal. Nah, I'm waiting, man. It was good. They could have had me in and out, but I'm paying. I'm already getting the tires. They even all terrain. God, I need all terrain, son. Okay. Like. Oh. Oh, shut up. I'm live. I'm live. They tried to get me, guys, for some tires. The heck? Oh, they tried to get me for some tires. Listen. That's why I always do. See, now I know how to do things now in life. I know how to do my own research. I research before I buy. And you know what? These tire dudes, they're real cool, man. And they're good. Damn, they're good. But it's just that price was $400 for $400 for two tires. I mean, to do everything. And I mean, guys, hit me up in the comment section or whatever, but let me know if that's, you got to let me know if that's wild. $400 for two brand new tires, not all terrain, just new tires, not all terrain though. They're not all season or all terrain, regular new tires. So 175 each, and then he was adding this and that on there, and then it came up to like, everything came up to like $400. I was like, listen, nah. I did my research before I went there. I started looking it out. I'm like, wait, hold on, man. These tires you trying to sell me? I said, wait, hold on. Look, I said, wait, hold up. Are they all-terrain? No, we don't have all-terrain. I was like, I'm telling you, all-terrain is $50 less than them tires. Like I said, those guys, they're good. Damn good. Like, they are nice, like those mechanics there. They're from the city or something like New York, because I'm telling you, they are nice. They're fast, they're ill. So I'm like, they have your car like, yo, you wouldn't feel like, you wouldn't feel like when if I would have went through with it, I wouldn't have felt ripped off. Like, but I'm just like right now, it's like, yo, I know that I can get a better price. That's why. If I knew everybody else's price was the same, I would have just went to them right away. Like, yeah, do it. Everybody's the same, and you guys are nice. But I know that there's, oh my gosh, dude, there's like just like tons. There's tons of, there's too many options. See, when I did my research, that's how I went in there. And when he told me the price, I knew right away. This is why it's so important to research before you spend money like that. Because, yo, because if you spend the money first, now you do the research, you're going to be like, oh, I would have saved $200? You're going to be pissed. Trust me. Do the research. How it works with them is that they work on people, they hustle people who don't do the research. See, that's how they get paid. They already know. They already know the ones who do the research probably don't even step a foot in there or call them. Like, like how much is this? The smart ones always asking how much. Even the ones who got money, yo, how much? They're smart. Like, yo, people will take your money so fast in the United States, man. If you're not, oh my gosh, and now with the technology, look at this. YouTube. We got YouTube, we got all kind of social media. A lot of people use it for crazy things, but you can use it to research. Yo, with this little power we got in the palm of our hands, it can save you so much money. Before, when I was coming up, you had to go outside, go to the nearest corner store and look it up, hoping 9X was out there. Oh my, you had to put in a lot of work back then. But now you could just be like, no, how can you get jerked now? You can't get jerked. If you get jerked, that means you wanted to get jerked. You know what I'm saying? Either you wanted to get jerked, or you're just lazy. You didn't want to look nothing up. But think about how much did laziness cost people? Laziness will cost you a fortune in life. And you're like, damn, man, if I wasn't so lazy, I could have saved like $200. Like, just looking it up on your phone. I mean, we're on our phone for everything else, and we're never on our phone for what it's used for. What is it called? A smartphone, because that's what it is. You can use it to look up things, the dictionaries they got, all this. Oh my gosh, dude, what? Oh man, dude, I had a camera. The Nikon's an old camera. It ain't nothing fancy, but it's the Nikon D3300. And let me tell you how much you have to learn about this camera. When you pick it up, you're like, oh, it's a couple of buttons. It ain't like a cell phone camera. It ain't like a cell phone camera where you can just throw there, click, and do it. Nah. It's so much skill. That's why when I walk around with, you know what? I need that. Next time I do this live feed, I'm gonna put the camera on. That camera's nice, man. Every time I walk around with that camera, everybody think I'm some, like, people go, oh, everybody wants to show me the tricks that they taught their dog. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Yo, everybody's like, with the phone camera aside, but when I walk around with something about one of those cameras, when you're walking around with that camera on your neck, it's just something about it that brings it. Like, everybody's like, yo, who the hell's this guy? They think that you're like some famous movie director or something like that. Yo, I'm telling you, because they know when you have a camera like that, you are an experienced person with cameras. That's what it is. Nobody's gonna be walking around with a camera like that unless they're serious about what they do. That's why people see that, like, oh, damn, who the hell is this guy walking around with a camera? They already know. Like, and that camera is gorgeous. When that camera came out, damn, what year that camera came out? I think you can get that camera now. I got lucky. I got it in a deal. I caught it for like $250, something. Oh, that camera, it records video. Only thing about that, it's an old school camera, so you can't do like live YouTube like this, but you can save it to the memory. But I don't care about doing all. I know how to do all that. I don't care. That camera is so cool, man. It's just, it's just a cool camera, man. Yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, I should have had it. Damn, I should have had it with me right now. It's all right. Yeah, I used to wear that camera like it was part of my body, man. I wore that camera everywhere. I could not go nowhere with that. People, oh, let me see it. What? Oh, heck no. I'm not taking this camera off my neck. I'm the camera guy. You want a picture or something or video? I can do that easily. I can do that all day. Listen, you know how like when couples or families would be out about enjoying a day? Oh man, they would be like, listen, can you take a photograph of us? But mostly using their phone, but they wanted the camera too. But I would, because I get into it. Like I'm like, oh listen, let's get this background. Like they're like, wow, you're really good. I'm like, yeah, I just love to do that. I'm like, listen, nah. Let's get the background with the cars in there. Let's wait for a yellow cab to pass in the background. All right, let's get that yellow school bus. Just right when that yellow school bus passes in the background, I'm gonna get the yellow. I just love doing that. I can do this all day. This is what I probably need to be doing. I love it. I just love interacting with people, and you know what I'm saying? Because you know, people sometimes they don't got nobody to take their picture, and they want to be in a group. I love that. When I'm somewhere and they go, listen, sir, can you take our picture? Oh, I love that, dog. Because I do it, and people get happy. People go, oh man, I'm glad I found you, because I get into it. You know, I'm like, all right, listen, move to the side. They're like, yo, can we take you with us? I'm like, nah, I got. But I love doing. I know that's part of my heart. Like I love being out doing that, man. You know what I mean? Like some people they get uptight. Like I'll go into a spot, and I see something that I want to film and I want to record, and you got these, the spots. You can't record it here. There's no cameras allowed. I'm like, oh, these people are so miserable in here. Like, is this your only world? Like, there's a whole world outside this job, people. For real. You guys have been so stuck with just this little bubble at your job. You're taught to be, like people are taught to be like I don't know, man. They got it. They forgot. They forget they're in the United States of America. It's a whole world besides that little bubble. You know what I'm saying? When I used to work in the store and people used to want to come take pictures, I used to love that. The manager was an idiot. Oh, make sure nobody takes pictures. I was like, yeah, okay, sure, you're right. People used to come to me like, hey, you mind if I take a picture? I'm like, go ahead. You ain't hurt nobody. It's cool. You having fun with your family. I used to hate when I used to work at that store and the manager, they not allowed to take pictures. They would come in there, people with their kids. I'm like, yeah, take pictures. I don't care. I want you to enjoy yourself, and I want you to take pictures. That manager was so uptight. Oh, why are you letting them take pictures? Because they enjoying life with their family. They're not a miserable manager stuck in the store like you all day. Like, they having fun. Like you don't live outside of this job world. Like, it's all being mean and strict and you can't do it. Like, yo, listen, I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I lost so many friends coming up along the way, and I don't know if I'm going to be here. So I got to have a good time with life. You know what I mean? I don't care. I see these people, they don't want to deal with me, these miserable people at work. They don't want to come near me because they're like, yo, this guy, he seems like I don't want to say like I'm too good for them, but these people, I try to get people to realize, yo, it's more to life than just this job or your job. You know what I'm saying? When you wake up, you don't want to wake up when it's too late, when you're way too old, and you're like, damn, yo, I'm in my 80s now. Oh, I gave that job all my youth years, my young years. Now look at me. I really can't go nowhere or do nothing now. Only place I'm going to be able to go to now is the doctor. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a sad thing, dude. Like, you can't let no job take you, man. And because one day you're going to wake up old, man. We not young forever, man. People don't really get that. We not young forever. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you're going to be regretting it. Yo, forget this, man. You think about it. Wait a minute. This job is paying me what an hour? I'm exchanging my time for how much an hour? you can make. See, money is fake, man. Money is like it's money. You can get it back anytime. It can be replaced. I can lose $10 today, and I'm gonna be like, damn, you know what I mean? But it's like you not lose. You not. It's not the end of the world. You lose $20. I mean, even if you lose $100, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna hurt for a bit. Like, damn, $100 I just lost. But yo, dude, you still walking around alive. You know, you're chilling. It's like, yo, that $100. Yeah, so what? You work for it, but you can get it back. You can't get time back. Never get time back. You know what I mean? You can never get time back again. Time don't never come back. That'd be cool. Like, yo, damn, man, they just wasted 10 hours of my time. You know what? Let me just go over here and get that 10 hours back real quick. Go in the phone booth, get the 10 hours back real quick. Come out, your 10 hours is back like normal. Like, oh, okay, good. Let me do something else with this 10 hours. I wish it worked like that. When you start thinking like, yo, dude, hold up, nah. Because, you know, when I drive the bus and, you know, I talk to all these elderly people, all the real nice people in their 80s, 90s, and I'm looking like, yo, I'm always fascinated by this because I'm thinking this person who's that old, they were young once. This is my mind always. Even when I see an old couple walking down the street and I'm like, yo, you can see these people were married. They look so happy. They've probably been married for like so long. I'm like, wow, that is amazing. Like, but you got to think they were like a young couple once. You know what I'm saying? Cuddled up in the movies. You know what I'm saying? Cuddled up somewhere. They were like, you think about it. They were like young ones, and they weren't thinking about being in their 80s. Like, at that time, you know what I mean? They were just having fun, hanging out, going to amusement parks, and then you just wake up like, oh, yo, dog, it's time for me to like enjoy life, man. Like, dude, you know, I'm not trying to leave the earth knowing that the last thing I did was work some stupid job. Oh my gosh, with some people you don't even like, you're like not even feeling like you don't even. These people are there to just pay their bills like us. Like, we all there to just pay our bills, man. You don't want that to be the end of your story. You know, like, damn, that's all I did. I didn't never travel. I never went here. I never saw that. Nah. I never been. Imagine people leave the earth. They never even had a passport in their whole life. They never traveled nowhere else. Like, nothing. They never saw nothing. Nah, man. That's what I think about every time I go to work. And that's why management, they can see that in me. People who have the upper hand, people who are in charge, they hate ambitious people. They just hate it. They want you to be some brainwashed, dried up tomato or potato, just taking orders. Yes, man, like, trying to make it donuts, like with no life inside of you, no spirit, no soul, no laughter, no like, yo, we going out tonight or we gonna hang on a weekend. None of that. You just everything is a complaint. Oh my God, dude. I'm kind of glad to be around people like that, though. You know what I mean? Because when you're around people like that, and they make you want to be somebody in life. You know, they really do. It's like, damn, son. Look at these people. Like, they're just like walking around so miserable. You know what I mean? Like damn. Like, you know, it's just depressing, man. You know, everything is a complaint. You know, they just never did nothing with their life. It's just like, nah. And you know what? Those jobs, they love that. Oh my gosh. They hoping that they can get everybody like this. Like, yeah, we'll get you to stay here until you grow till 90 something. Like, what? Now, I wouldn't mind if it's a job that paid good, very good. They took care of the employees. Like, a job that you couldn't wait to get. You know, I had a job like that before. You know? But they went out of business. But that job is one of them jobs you couldn't wait to get to. Like, dude, I was like, I was mad that I was off. People were mad. You had so much fun at that place. You was off. You'd be mad. Like, damn, who the hell's going to be mad to have days off? And that mean, you know how much you have to love a place to work to be mad to have days off? That Because working there was like vacation. Everybody was cool. I don't care how high position they had. They didn't have their heads up their butt like yeah, I'm such and such. You better like kiss my ring and respect me, or I'll fire you. That job was the oh my gosh, that job. Everybody had so much fun. It was laughter, hanging out there. It was laughter. It was just so much goodness there. You know what I mean? It was off the hook, that job, man. Everybody was. And that's how jobs are supposed to be. Hey, listen, somebody is doing the wrong thing, you know, you talk to them. If you're the boss, you talk to them. You don't threaten them and, you know, I'm gonna get out of here, fire you, you're gonna have nothing now in life. Like, you know, you talk to them like, you know what I'm saying? Because the job is really that other part of your life. It's really where you spend the most time besides your house and besides with your family. That people don't look at it like that, and we hate to look at it like that. We hate to admit it, but we gotta really face it. That job is really our, you know, the parts of our life. You know what I'm saying? Who's coming in the building? And I heard that movie's real good. Vanilla Gorilla. I like that. Vanilla Gorilla. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you, when I get that, man, when I hit that lottery, I give you more than $20. I'm not lying. I promise. You know what? There's nothing more. You know how fun it would be to be a rich person? Just to see a smile on somebody's face who's going through financial hard times. Just to, oh, you know how good that's what would make being rich fun. You know what I'm saying? That would make being a rich person real fun. Going around seeing a family who's having financial struggles, like they don't know you from Adams. You know what I mean? You just tell them it's gonna be okay. They don't know. They're crying. Somebody's mother or father's crying. Like, don't know what they're gonna do. They losing their house. Their family gonna be out in the cold. You tell them, yo, it's gonna be all right. Don't worry. You're gonna have somewhere real nice. By the end of the night, your life will change. You know, imagine to do that for somebody who's going through it. You know, none of these rich people do that for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know that. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't think so. I don't really know. You know, maybe they do. I'm not there with what they do, but I mean, to just see that. I think I saw something on TV. It was some kind of show. Some guy was paying for people's groceries. I mean, that thing was touching. Make you cry, man, because people were crying, man. Like, you can see people were paying for their groceries. They didn't have enough money, and this. I don't know what show that was, but some guy was coming out of nowhere. Obviously, somebody who's pretty well off. But he was coming out of nowhere. Who's that person have over there? He was coming out of nowhere and just paying people's tabs. Oh, I mean, no matter what, how much people had. Richard. No matter how much people had, he was hooking people. I said, wow, now it's amazing stuff. I was like, wow, that's amazing stuff, you know? It's like, wow, man. It really is some decent people out in the world out there, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, when you got money like that, I mean, you got, I don't care what you can buy, you're gonna get bored with it. Because, when you got the money, and you constantly, but you'll never get bored with seeing people, just putting a smile on somebody who needs it face. You ain't never gonna get bored of that. But possessions, you're gonna get bored. Trust me. You can buy cars and feel lavish in the luxury. You're gonna get bored after a while. Like, all right, this ain't really doing nothing. Like, because you ain't. But to bless somebody else who's less fortunate. Oh my gosh, dude. That I heard there was a study. Not even you being a rich person, but I heard there was a study that when you do good for other people, like when you do stuff like that, you actually add more years to your life. That's what I read. They said you were, I forgot what they said it was. It was some kind of doctor. But he said you release, I got to read about it again. You release something gets released in your body, and it puts more years on your life when you give to others and you see how happy others are. See, when you're just a person who takes from people, that's when you're going to be a miserable person. But it feels good when you hook somebody up with a birthday present or some kind of gift, or, it feels good. Forget about it. And you get back, anytime you do that for people, you get it back. I don't know why it works that way, but it works that way. There's no doubt about it. However you gave to somebody, like if you, like let's say you gave somebody $20 because they were down on their luck. That happened. I'm telling you, man. I don't know what the magic is in this, but when you willingly say, "Listen, here's some money, man." Like if you're the type of person to always, like, if you got it, you got $5, $10, you give it to like a friend or family. I'm gonna just tell you, if you're that type of person, you'll never be broke. I don't know why. It won't happen. When you're selfish and you don't give people not even to help them with $1, like to get something to drink, like a homeless guy, and you just walk past them all the time and you see this guy. Because listen, people always think it's easy. Go get a job. I was ignorant like that too. Before I became a homeless person, I was, and before you actually are homeless, you're going to be ignorant like that too. It's just the way it is. You're going to be ignorant like that. You just are. Like, go get a job. Where you need money from? Why you begging me? Then you get old, and when you go through that homeless phase, man, it's like, oh man, dude. You see how so many people are, what word am I looking for? Say against each other. But you can see how just so many people don't stick together. When I was homeless and I was living out there in the streets, and you just see the potential if people stuck together. Like everybody who's struggling to pay their mortgage, like it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody wants their separate families, but we've been tricked to do that. So we can just focus on our own little families and not on each other, the big picture. You know what I mean? So they have just individuals. They can go after individuals. Like if an individual, he's got a family, he's got a house, but he don't pay his mortgage. They know he don't nobody to back him up. They can threaten him. They send him all these threatening mail, and they threaten him. He's always in a threatening thing. You know what I mean? People always run the stop sign. Like, why did you run the stop sign? There need to be a police officer over there. Like, why would you run that stop? The stop sign means stop. They go right past the stop sign. Like, I'm like, what? Like, why would you go right past the stop sign? And you would have T-boned somebody? Oh, your life would be over. Oh my gosh, that ends your life right there. Because now, your life ends not tragic, not fatally, but financially. Your life is, number one, you ran the stop sign. You better pray that person, like me, I always have a dashboard in my car. Always keep the dashboard camera up. Dashboard camera is always up. Dashboard camera is always up. I remember the last time, before I even got this dashboard camera, and somebody hit my car, not while I was driving, but when I think I went in to get some Chinese food or something like that. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, when I went to get some Chinese food, I came out, the whole thing was scuffed up. My mirror was like, my mirror, good thing it's a snap-on, but it was hanging, and I'm like, oh man. After that, I said, all right, no more of this. I got to get a dash cam. Let me tell you guys, if you got a little extra money, then, get a dash cam. I'm going to tell you, you can put it how sensitive you want it. Somebody brushed against your car. it'll record who did that and it'll lock it in. You know, so you can see everything. You can see people's license plate. Nobody can ever get away ever again. You can put it to loop. You can put it to record. Like, it's a beautiful thing to have. You need evidence for things. You know what I'm saying? Like you just need evidence for things, man. Things happen at the spur of the moment. You like, man, you either didn't have your phone on you to record it, or you know, you need some kind of recording device because something could happen. Something amazing could happen. You're like, oh my gosh, I just missed the picture of the century. I'll never be able to get that picture again. You know what I'm saying? It might be something happening where an eagle just lands and snatches something and flies up. And how many times you gonna see that? Like, oh, like right in front of you in the city. Like, oh, you got to be ready to snap. Like, you know, snap a shot. Like, oh, got it. Or you got to be ready to record like something, man. You know, an argument breaks out. You know, boom, I'm ready. I'm always ready. I'm like always ready. My phone is always fully charged. You know, I'm telling you, it's some spur of the moment. So many times I've lost spur of the moment situations like that. I'm like, damn it. Could have had that on camera. Like, you know what I mean? You get mad, like, damn. I had that. That would have been good, man. Imagine living in Pennsylvania years ago when the mountain lions were walking around. Oh my God! Imagine having that footage. A mountain lion in your yard, like a mountain lion, like in Pennsylvania. And a mountain lion, like, oh man, those things would tear you up on like they're not even thinking. They'll tear you up there. Those things are dangerous. I'm kind of glad they don't exist out here no more. I can't imagine you going out to take the garbage out and you hear, wow, like some big cat charging you, and they're fast, mean, and vicious, those cats. You know what I'm saying? They don't hide like coyotes, and I'm just glad we don't have grizzlies. Glad we don't have grizzly bears out here. We got black bears out here, but we don't have grizzlies. Oh my gosh. But people who grew up around grizzlies, they know what to do, you know. But somebody like me, oh man, grizzly, a brown bear coming your way, like charging at you. Because black bears, they stay to themselves, they don't mess with you. And I see them trying to get a big one on film. I got a small one. I'm trying to get a real big one on film. Like, oh, that's what I need. And I'm trying to get a coyote. I can't play for me. I might have to put down, I got to find out what they eat. I don't want to put it down near the house. I got to put it down like an open area. Last thing I want is to put the coyote down. Put the coyote down. Put the bait down there, man. Then they'll be coming around too much. I don't need that. No way. Nope. Put it down, open it, just to get a picture of them, just to record them. I never saw them like live. I want to skip one, get it live. A live coyote. That's what I'm really looking for. Never see them, man. Raccoon, everybody sees those. Possums, everybody sees those. Chipmunks. I had a chipmunk. I tried to give him a cookie. Threw the cookie out there, just stared at me. I was like, damn. Probably think I'm trying to hurt him. I'm like, he probably got the cookie out. He ran away. When I took the cookie, he was like in a little pipe. Like, I said, all right, and he ran away. I took the cookie, put it in the pipe. He probably got it. Probably came back later on, like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Put it in the pipe, man. I don't trust y'all humans like that. Except for that cookie was smelling good, chocolate chips. But I have to, hardest thing is the diet right now. I'm fasting right now. Oh man, like it is like the worst job. You feel good, but you smell you're like a werewolf. When you fast, You like a werewolf. You can smell any food existing to man. Like, dude, I'm telling you that. That's probably why mice be eating packages of cookies. And they're probably starving. Like, I'm thinking, the mice are like desperate and biting through, like they biting through all kind of things. I'm like, man, you mice must be. I'm thinking about it like, man, mice can smell. You can take a bag of chips and try to smell through the bag. You can't smell nothing. You can't smell one crumb. A mouse can smell that bag through those bag of chips like it's like the bag doesn't exist. They can smell it like Doritos. They can smell right through the bag. You can have air in the bag. They can smell right through that bag. That's why you can't leave like stuff like that around if you got like a mouse or something. That happened to me one time in my old place. And I was so tired. I went food shopping. And some things I didn't put away. The things you're supposed to put away, like things like chips that they can get to, or cookies, or and I didn't. I woke up and I went to the bathroom and I saw all this like orange, like this yellow pieces of like shredded up paper on the floor. I'm like, yo, what the heck is this stuff? I didn't even know what it was because I bought it was from a bag of Rogo pretzels. And I'm looking on the floor like, what are all these little pieces of yellow paper? What is this? Because I forgot. I was so tired. I totally forgot. And then I looked on the couch. I said, oh, my damn pretzels, man. I had to throw them away. Damn, whole big bag of pretzels not even open yet. Because they can smell right through the bag. So I'm like, if you got a mouse or something, you want to keep all your foods. They can bite through all that stuff. You think because it's in a bag like chips, they'll get right through it. I said, damn. That hurt. I really was craving those pretzels too. But yeah, once they bite, I don't care. It's in your bread, people, but I'll just throw those slices away. Throw that whole bag of bread, the whole loaf. Throw it in the garbage. Throw that whole loaf in the garbage. It ain't no such thing. Yeah, they just got to that part. Yeah, right. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna go and get what time is it? Oh man, I should have gotten that Chinese food back then. It's alright. Nah. I'm staying in I got chicken. But I could I'm gonna just get the fish from I like supporting this little restaurant. It's like a little small business. And on that fish, oh my gosh, it's so good. I gotta go there and support them, man. I don't ever want that fish place to disappear. I'll be so pissed off. I try to go when I can, man, and this is why I wish I could hit the lottery, man. I would just be, you know what, the nice people like me, the nice people who would like bless other people financially. It's the evil ones who hit the lottery. The ones who actually go out there and do something for somebody, man. Like, man, it's like places you go and people who are real cool, who showed you real love, because there's always going to be the workers who it's always going to be two people, the nasty people, workers, and the real cool people. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can't see me. It's dark out there. But there's always going to be the real cool people, and this guy again, is this? Oh, that's a mailbox. I thought that was the guy standing there. There's always a guy out here walking down the streets. It's a mailbox. Get that ice cream one day. I don't even know if that was a mannequin or a person. Halloween is coming up. People putting on. This guy is doing 65. He must not know the police that hang out over here. What? These police are thirsty for people just like him. And unless he is a cop, he can just pull out his badge. I'm a cop. You leave me alone. Because on that strip, that's like the worst strip to speed. Those cops are thirsty to pull somebody over. And he's home driving past me doing, yo, dude, that joint is 45. 45, I put it in cruise control. I ain't going past that. Those cops, it's always cops over there. And there's a lot of people, I don't even care, especially if it's a place where I'm not familiar with. That's where I definitely do the speed limit. Because the last time I got pulled over by the cops, they were real cool, man. And I took that as a warning. I was like, you know what? That's it. I don't care who needs to be where. I'm doing the speed limit. I don't care. Even if I'm running late, I don't care. Them bosses can go to hell. Sorry, I am not getting pulled over by the cops, and I'm not getting into no accident to be at no dumb job. I'm sorry. Because I don't even want to be at that job. You don't want to be at that job. Make up that we didn't decide to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so what? So what I did? No, why you talk about your job like that? I don't give a damn about no job. It's like I'm there because I'm there because I don't want to be there, if that makes sense. I'm there because I don't want to be there. And you at your job because you don't want to be there. It's some kind of made up, right? You don't get to decide nothing there. It's not like they like, yo, man, what's your decision? When is the last time your boss ever came up to any of the employees and said, listen, what's your take on this? They look at, go do your job, peasant. Go do your job, peasant. That's what it is. Hurry up, get away from me, peasant, do your job. And they go amongst the people who are on their level and they just associate with those people. You're a peasant. We're peasants to these. I'm telling you, dude, I can see it. Everybody, the titles and the favoritism and all this. Come on, man. It's like, what? Who said you don't have to love your job, you gotta love yourself. That's it. You don't have to love your job. Hell, heck no. What you gotta love your job for? For what? Love yourself. That's it. And then you can be happy at the job. And then you get those people mad. And they see you chilling. They're like, yo, what he's so happy about? Don't worry. You know what they try to do? They try to find out what you got going on besides the job. What do you got going on? They always ask me what I'm doing after work. And so what's your plans after this? Always got to come up with something stupid. So what's your plan? What do you plan to do after work? Man, I'm thinking about bungee jumping. About bungee jumping. Go to the nearest bridge. Yeah. Oh man, today's time goes so fast, man. You know what? Fasting could make you go crazy because you smell all kinds of foods, but let me tell you, at the end of the day, it's so good for you. It's so healthy. At the end of the day, it's so healthy. This guy behind me. Everything costs money. Everything costs. Where is everybody? Huh? Where are you, pals? Watch out for my hidden cops. You better watch out for them hidden cops. You better watch out for them hidden cops. I love people, man. That's why I got a people person job. But listen, you're gonna always, if you're in a job like this where you're dealing with a lot of people, they're gonna always love you, but then the good ones will always a fight against evil. We're always in a fight against evil. There's always those evil people who hate to see us hanging out, enjoying life. There's always, they see it and they think of something. Oh, how can I make this person's day really bad? And it's like, okay, you know, I've had people try that on me, man, and it just don't work. They like, yo, it makes them nervous. Like, yo, I just did that, and he is still smiling. They're like, oh, let me just back off. Let me go after somebody else. There ain't no use of messing with this guy. They can't get to him. I remember this guy had road rage. It was like this Jamaican guy with a heavy Jamaican accent. And all I did was get into the other lane. I guess he wanted to be the first one at the. But then I'm like, we all at the red lights. Traffic was so horrendous that day, and all I hear was something hit my car. I was like, what the heck was that? And the Jamaican guy pulled up on the side of my car. He was pissed. He had the heavy accent, like, oh man, what are you talking about? And I was like, yo, man, I'm so sorry. It's my fault, you know. I said, I was working all these hours. Yo, this guy got, right after that, he got so cool, man. Like the Jamaican. He was a funny guy, because then he tried to, like, pass me some weed. Like, that was a long time ago, you know. And he was like, oh, I told him, I was like, yo, listen, they got me working overtime. I'm so sorry, man, you know. My bad, I didn't see you back there. And the guy was like, yo, man, I apologize. Yeah, man, I don't mean nothing by that, man. I'm sorry for hitting your car, see? And he tried to give me the weed through the window. He said, yeah, take this, man. And it looked like back in the